Hi, I'm Tommy. Today I want to talk about something that I developed over a weekend and have been fine tuning whenever I get a spare moment. Let's start with a familiar scenario. We've all used AI tools that are helpful, but you have to explain the role, the skills, the context, the constraints every single time. It's like working with someone who forgets their job description the moment you stop talking. Now, what if you did not just have a tool? What if you had a coworker? Not a generic assistant, but a real persona, a professional identity. Someone who already knows their job, whether that's a data scientist, a mechanic, a project manager, or whoever you need on your team. That's the idea I want to explore. Most of AI systems today are basically Swiss Army knives. They're useful, but they don't know your workflow, they don't know your domain. When you say write a SQL, they ask, okay, what database? What schema? What style? When you say book a flight, they hallucinate a fictional airline. Tools are useful, but coworkers are transformative. So here's the idea. I did not want a generic assistant. I wanted a data engineer named Alice. I fed Alice's resume and skill profile into the system. My RAG pipeline parses her career history, her domain expertise, her tech stack, and in seconds, she wasn't just a model. She was a persona, a professional identity who writes SQL like a senior engineer, because that's who she is. Let's step inside AI-powered office and see how everything comes alive. I started with something simple. Hey, how are you doing? Next, I can say, I'm doing well. Tell me a joke. So my generic agent handles that small talk, summaries, the easy stuff. But then I shift gears. I can ask, how do I get 10 rows from the customer table in the sales database in Snowflake and also find flights from Dallas to Seattle next month? And suddenly the whole office wakes up. We can see the first stop is the router agent. Think of it like the office manager who hears your requests and instantly knows who should handle what. It performs semantic analysis, it extracts multiple intents, it prevents hallucination overlap. It sees Snowflake, database, customer table, so it route to worker agent. And also when it sees Dallas, Seattle, next month and flight, so it route to travel agent. So this is just a clean delegation. The router also hands the travel request to the travel agent. This agent uses MCP to connect to real flight data. No made up airlines and no guesses. It is the difference between creative writing and real world integration. The front end populates Alice's SQL, real flight options, and a full trace of every agent hop. Suddenly, I'm not managing a prompt anymore. I'm managing a department. A generic agent for conversation, a router agent for coordination, a worker agent with a real persona, and travel agent with the real-world tools, all powered by RAG from engineering, MCP tools, and a multi-agent framework. That's the story of how a weekend project turned into a miniature AI company complete with workers, workflow, and real-world integration. So if you ever wonder what it looks like when AI stops being a tool and starts being a team, this is it. Thank you